Okay, Nguyen appear in front of you now. Okay, today is Friday, March 15, year 2019. Nguyen appear in front of you, the Australian 25 million population, please. Okay, Nguyen appear in front of you now in my program. First of all, I would like to ask you all Australian stand up to sing Advance Australia Fair, the national anthem of Australia, please. Please. Australian love, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. We golden soil and wealth for toys, our home is girls by sea. Our land is above in nature gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history past, let every test advance Australia fair. In joyful strength, then let us sing advance Australia fair. In Hitler red in Southern Cross, we toil with hearts and hands to make this commonwealth of ours renown of all the lands. For those who come across the sea, we boundless plan to share. With courage let us all combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strength then let us sing advance Australia fair. Thank you everybody listening for this my program. First of all, I turn on my internet first, and my program is only 30 minutes, please. Broadcasting in my bedroom in Queensland, the city of Brisbane, please. Okay, I turn on and I talk with you. For 25 million population in Australia, I need to talk with you in government, in Parliament House today too, please. I'll let you know my title today. Please. I'm waiting for my internet completely shut down, and I need to deliver my speech today in half an hour. First of all, I would like to salute our Prime Minister, Scott Morrison. Yes, our Prime Minister. The Parliament House in Canberra. The Federation Police Task Force, ASIO in Canberra. Yes, the Australian Defence Department, Generals, and for the police in Queensland. Yes, let me sit down and declare my essay today. Or you may say is the debate, small debate. Yes, please. The title, I invited you, the politician, Australian politician in Canberra House, the professor, the university lecturer, PhD student, PhD, educated person, and all Australian citizens, 25 million population in Australia. Today, I raise my debate, strongly debate, my essay, short essay in half an hour. Cardinal Pell, how to solve the problem. This is my issue. Dear our Prime Minister, my name is Nguyen. I am Australian citizen. I have been living here 36 years already. Of course, I got Australian citizen. And I have 4 children, offspring, 2 boys, 2 girls. 2 of them finished university, and 2 of them are nearly finished this year and next year. We, the Vietnamese refugee, come here 36 years ago. I return everything to you. I look after my children since they was born, look after them, feed them, and now they return. Everything you have helped us 36 years ago. Now that is the past. Now we contribute to the second country. I call it Australia, my country. Now the issue I want to raise to you today. But first of all, I introduce myself to you. 25 million population. In your life, you never know me. Just a few days ago, I sent in my computer the top secret to US Pentagon, FBI and CIA. In quotation, I said, in my opinions, 2 aircraft, Boeing 737 MAX 8 will fall down from the sky in Ethiopia, and another one 6 months ago in Indonesia. Thus, the secret agent sabotage destroy US aircraft by secret agents, hackers, Chinese, who commanded, in my opinion, President Xi declare and command to the secret agent hacker to introduce deadly virus to computer system and destroy the aeroplane Boeing 737 MAX 8 of American, to destroy Boeing factory. In my opinion, that's the result of American declare war, economic war with China, and now they revenge you. And after a few days, do you know what happened? President Sir Donald Trump command on the aircraft 737 MAX 8 or 9 must ground it, and ask FBI and CIA to do investigation and scientists. That's my command. Today I return. I let you know that I'm a special one. I was born with my brain like that. And today I raised the question, Cardinal George Bell, how to solve the problem? I stand up to my camera and bring my camera to the newspaper. Let you know that I read the newspaper already. Before, I invited you, the scholar, the professor, educated person, come with me to my debate. Here, newspaper. The 2 faces of George Bell. Yes? Yeah. In the bottom, George Bell, and the priest, and the victim family, and another one, Cardinal, myself, whole term in solitary, and George Bell picture. And the chief judge, Peter Kidd, and his comment. And below that, that guy. Okay, that's enough. Have a look again, George Bell. I read the whole newspaper now. I want to discuss with you. This is my bedroom. I want to discuss with all of you, the professor of law, the Prime Minister, the politicians in Parliament House in Canberra, 25 million population in Australia, come with my debate. I say that again. This is my program, half an hour, Nguyen. I am the Vietnamese one living in Australia 36 years ago. George Bell, or Cardinal George Bell, how to solve the problem? In my opinion, just a few days ago, Judge Peter Kidd appeared to me. He said George Bell arrogant. In my opinion, I believe that Judge Peter Kidd, you are arrogant too. In my opinion, Australia law shouldn't allow that happen. In international law that condemns the Catholic Church in Australia, ourselves, and the Catholic Church in Vatican, Pope Francis. You are damaged the image of Catholic Church in Australia, ourselves, and the Catholic Church by large, international level in Vatican, Roman Vatican City. And 1.5 billion Catholics follow around the world. I couldn't believe that. Why Australia allowed that happen? We knew that Catholic Church got problem. Not in Australia, in USA. For example, the Archbishop of Washington DC, Cardinal, US Cardinal, was condemned by the Pope, and he must resign. And in Europe, in everywhere, the corner of the earth, that Roman Catholic got problem. Not Roman Catholic got problem, Church of England got problem, Protestants just got problem too. Because why? We are human beings. We are not living saint. We are not church. We are not God. We are human beings. As a human being, we go black and white. In my opinion, I ask you, the professor of university, the PhD, educated person, psychologist, sociologist, psychiatrist, you name it, teachers, politicians, come to this debate. Why Australians allow that happen? International level, condemn our Catholic Church in Australia and the Vatican. Do you know that you make the Pope very upset? Because George Bell Cardinal is number 3 in Vatican City. We knew that he got problem. Yes. But we can solve this problem in another, outside the course. Do you know the victim of George Bell? What does he need? All he needs, he is now 32 years of age. All he needs is money, the roof over his head. All he needs, the treatment. And all he needs is money. Compensations. All he needs is the health, the education. All we need is to pay compensation on the victims. That is all we need. Doesn't matter that's happened, the story happened 50, 60 years ago, or 25 years ago, or 23 years ago. But the police department make the wrong decision. Appear and condemn him by speech, by television, by broadcasting around the world. We are damage our face, our reputation, Catholic Church in Australia and in Vatican. Do you know that 2 years ago, Australia allowed China come to buy a land in Darwin? It upset America for 2 years. They did not want to deal with us. US ambassador retired. And after 2 years, they sent a new ambassador to Canberra. We learned the lesson from that. Now we have to learn the lesson from Vatican. The Catholic Church from primary school, high school, university contribute a lot of money to Australia education and Australian government. Economically, and now you destroy. I do not support prisoner Cardinal George Pell. I'm against my voice. We got brain in Parliament House. We are politician. We got professor. Sit down listening to them. Not the police, not television and newspaper. US President Donald Trump called fake news. Say that again. Return to my issue. All the victim needs is money. The health. How to fix them, how to treat them, psychologically, emotionally, psychologically. All we need, that solution. All we need to send the victim to social worker, to psychologist, psychiatrist, medication, the how, the roof over their head. Not looks, Cardinal Charles, 6 years in prison. You can't solve the problem. I let you know that we can't solve the problem. The problem exists on earth for 2,000 of years since Jesus Christ has died on the cross for our sins. Catholic Church got problem. Why? I let you know that because the boss make the law, regulation, ordain the priest have to keep 3 vows: obedience, chastity, and poverty. Chastity, the priest cannot follow for the young priest 30 years of age until 60, 70, or 80 years of age. Of course, they are human beings. I cited one in the newspaper I read on March the 10th, year 2019, page 19, Inquirer. Cited University of Melbourne law professor Jeremy Nguyen say there is a strong possibility George Pell will win his appeal in June and be set free. Full stop. Yes, I believe that. What do we have? Question mark. All we need money. Catholic Church got billions of dollars in Australia. From primary school, high school, university. Their business. Now we got the victim. 4 years already. Police, social worker, specialist, sit down, the committee. Now all we need is ask Catholic Church have to sign contract, pay compensation to the victim. That's it. And we have to fix the priest too. Send them to retreat center for treatment. That's our things that we need to solve. Not send him to prison. When you send the big boss to prison, you cannot solve the problem. You damage the church and ourselves in international level. All my solution offered to the Pope in Vatican is or are 5 things. Number 1, allow the priest, female priest, to get married. That's it. Easy letter. Number 2, allow woman priest, I mean the sister, the nun, can ordain to become priest to solve the solution. Number 3, no more people can study theology and ordain the priest. That's number 3. Number 4, lesbian nun can get married. Gay priest and brother can get married. That's it. 5 things. That's my suggestion. Solve the problem in Vatican now. That's it. I say that again. I offer my recommendation, my solution to the Pope Francis in Vatican and in Australia. Number 1, listening my speech. We saw that. Not let Cardinal George Pell in the prison. We can solve the problem. We don't miss the church, Vatican, in ourselves. Number 1, Australian and the priests around the world to get married. That's it. Number 2, allow women priest ordain. Number 3, allow lesbian sister to get married. Allow gay brother and priest to get married. Allow people like me, every people can ordain the priest. We solve the problem. Totally in 21st century. It's my solution, Nguyen. Do you understand me now? Prime Minister, I swear to you, I got my ability to become Australian Prime Minister. I got ability, I smart enough to govern this country in 21st century. I'm smart enough to solve the problem in Vatican and around the world. I'm so sick that our politicians talk too much in Parliament House and solve nothing. Sorry, I got bowel cancer, but I smoke because we talk too much in Parliament House. Prime Minister, dear Prime Minister, Morrison, Scott Morrison, can you hear me? In my opinion, Jeff, Judge, Peter Kidd, you are arrogant too. In my opinion, for the next 3 months, please, police force, Federation Police in Parliament House, ASIO, listening my feedback, solve the problem peacefully with the church in Vatican and the Pope and committee of bishop and archbishop in Australia to solve the problem. All we need, the money, the compensation to the victim, not to lock the priest in jail. We can solve the problem. We cannot solve the problem. The problem exists on earth for 2,000 of years since Jesus Christ died on the cross. Listening, one famous sentence by the noble nun. Her name is Mother Teresa of Calcutta, India. She said in quotation, I saw Jesus Christ in the eye of homeless people, the suffering. Full stop. She did not write a lot of books. All her life sacrificed for poor people, the dying people. I say that again. I saw Jesus Christ's image on the eye of the suffering, the hunger, the poverty people in India. I invited you, the professor in university in Australia, the PhD, the educated person, the noble people, 25 million population, come to my debate and get my comment in my video. I hope that Prime Minister Scott Morrison listening my voice. I hope that video it gives you the best solution of noble person, Australian citizen like me. My conclusions, sending or put Cardinal Pell, lock him in jail for 3 years and 8 months or 6 years 3 years and 8 months or 6 years does not solve the problem. The problem is Vatican himself, Pope, have to fix the regulation and law. From my opinion, 2,000 years ago, since Jesus Christ has died, Catholic Church got problem. 2,000 years already, we cannot solve the problem. I do not believe in the Catholic doctrine. I believe only 50%. 50%! The theologians in Vatican fixed it by themselves. They created the doctrinators for the Catholics to follow. Where is Jesus Christ? Where is the love of God? You show me. The love of God is the victim of sexual penetrate, lie, just Peter kiss. That's why in the newspaper, in the video and television around the world, postcarding 2 days ago. My solution to the government of Australia, please let the Cardinal Pell free, and Catholic Church will sit down and pay compensation and allow the priest and Cardinal and Bishop and Archbishop for treatment, retreat. The priest needs to see the psychologist, helping. Then we have to establish to Vatican the treatment of sexual intercourse with the children. That we need to solve. We need to ask professor psychologists sit down to write a book, to write a program to help the priest recovery from the sickness of mental sick, abuse children, sexual abuse. That's in my opinion. To come to my conclusion, my recommendation to the Pope Francis in Vatican City, to Rome, to Australia Archbishop delegation and committee, to the 7.5 to 8 billion people around the world, my recommendation, my solution is 5 things. Number 1, allow, please, the priest to get married. Number 1. Number 2, allow women priests around the world and Australia. Number 3, allow lesbian sister to get married. Number 4, allow gay brother and the priest to get married. And number 5, no more lay people like me to study theology and ordain the priest. We solve the problem. That's it in 21st century. Please accept it, my solution. Ask an Australian citizen to the government. Please let Cardinal free. I do not support the Cardinal. He got sin. Yes, I swear to you. In Latin, mea culpa, massima culpa. My sins, my faults, my sins, O Lord Jesus Christ, please forgive me for everlasting life, resurrection. Dear Lord, Amen. Yes, I am the sinner man too. But I accept my sin to pay the price that I have done or I did to the children. Yes. And I received the treatment, retreat in hospital, in retreat center to fix my problem, issue. That's my recommendation to the Australian government. Not condemn and sending Pell. He's very famous. Believe me. Do you understand the name Bishop, Archbishop of Melbourne, Ballarat, Archbishop of Melbourne City, Archbishop of Sydney, Cardinal of Australia, number 3 in Vatican? Do you understand the title of Cardinal, please? Federation Police Task Force in Australia, Defense Department. Cardinal is similar to General Foster in USA, US Pentagon. He is the highly regarded, respected by the people. We do not treat him like that. I feel sympathy with him. Okay, I pray with God and Holy Mary for him. But I ask Catholic must open the treasury, the money, put the money, 4 billion